What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to show you how to keep your data organized with Paigham Bot. Now, yeah, so alright. I'm not an organized person, like in general, like just not at all. However, I realized very quickly when I started using Paigham Bot, I was like, alright, if I don't keep this data organized, like I'm gonna have a bad time. Just because there are so many things that you need to keep separate from one another. Otherwise, you're just going to be like searching through like massive lists of like text files and CSVs that you're not going to have any idea what's what, right? Unless you like label everything properly. But even then, why not just have it organized? You know, it's just so much easier. Okay. So yeah, so basically like let's just go over the main categories, right? So number one, you're going to want to have your contact pages organized. All right, now like these like 1 million, I don't remember what this CF is. I don't remember what that is, but anyway, it's like this is one list of contact pages, right? This is another list that I essentially filtered through my blacklist that I was using at one time, my like master blacklist. This is a 3.3 million contact page list. Essentially, these are all contact page lists, right? So basically, and then I've also got this one, contact pages, which is from general scrapes that I did. And these are all just like essentially massive lists that I bought. Active proxies, I don't really use that because in my experience, the proxies that you scrape with Paigham Bot, they don't last that long. They're good for like the post or scrape you're going to do that day, but after that, they're just no good. You know, and there's definitely a use for them if you want to scrape like Better Business Bureau or something, which I don't, but yeah, anyway, I don't use that so much. Blacklist filtered, I guess you don't really need this, but if you're running, like let's say you have one main campaign, which is how most people start when they do Paigham Bot, is like, oh, I'm going to use Paigham Bot to like, you know, promote my whatever business, right? You're going to be building a list of people you've contacted, and you're just going to have one list, right? So any new scrapes that you do, you're going to want to filter that against your blacklist so you don't contact those people over and over, right? So that's where this came into play. But now I don't use that. I just run the entire list through whatever campaign that I happen to be doing, and then I just move on to the next campaign. That's just how I do it. Like your mileage may vary. Maybe you have like one core business that you're working on and you don't want to start a million things. I have ADD and I just like to start a bunch of stuff, so that works for me. Okay, and then you're going to have your main blacklist folder, right? So what you're going to keep in here, these are going to be all of the like let's say I did a campaign, like I used chocolate one day as like one of my keywords. Don't ask me why. I was like, oh, maybe chocolate, right? Stay-at-home moms, steak knives, reality TV. Don't ask me why I came up with these ideas, because I have no idea. Notice there's like no insurance or dentist or anything in here, but I just have weird ideas and I act on them. Go figure. So anyway, blacklist folder for sure. So Chad right here, these are two like videos that I was promoting, and these are the blacklists for those videos. Right now, it's not like, what's the secret to being organized, right? This is like the joke. It's like, what's the secret to being organized? And the answer is do it, right? So it's like, you know, just do it somehow, right? I'm not claiming like you have to do it this way or this is the best. It's probably not the best, like, but it works for me, and I essentially know like where everything goes. And if something doesn't fit into any of these categories, I just make a new folder. And most of these I don't even like look at anymore. So it's just important that they're out of the way, essentially. All right, so chiropractor stuff, Chris Moore, this is the guy I was doing stuff for, cold email crusher blacklist. So now what I do is this is my main list that I'm using, and every time I run a new campaign, I'll make a new folder that is that campaign's folder's blacklist. So what I'll do is let's say I run a campaign and I'm done, okay? Posting tab, pretend this is like filled up with stuff. What I'll do is I'll export the successful links to, let's say, this folder, right? And then that way you can see like XAA, XAB, XAC, XAD, blah, 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 right? And then if we look at this is also labeled XAA, XAB, XAC, so on and so forth. So I know that, let's say I'm running Cold Email Crusher and I just finish, I'm like, okay, the last one I did was XAI. So the next 3 that I'm going to run is going to be XAJ, XAK, and XAL, right? What else? Yeah, these are all just basically like different campaigns. Emails, all right? So if you're collecting emails, obviously you want to keep your emails in a folder titled emails, right? It seems like straightforward. Let's see, form fill setup. I covered this in a previous video, but these are basically like, this is the form fill right here. And these, like, you know, if I want to do load setup, let's go to form fill setup. I don't know, Chad video 1, right? See, it just pops open like that, totally full. So I found that to be very useful because I don't have to like go and type everything out every single time, right? And I know what form fill setup means. Maybe you want to call it something else, but like these are form fills and it says setup here, so like that's how I did it. Geo-targeting, all right? This is going to be your custom footprints when you're doing like a Yellow Pages campaign or a campaign from, I think, BBB that also requires you to like let's look at, here we go, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, right? Let's say I want to do New York, these 3 boroughs for something. I'll just load this in, custom footprints, and it'll scrape those ones, right? I call it geo-targeting, call it whatever you want, call it cities, like what does it matter? Keywords, all right, so different keyword lists. Again, just a good way to like stay organized. Let's say you get your keywords from Google Keyword Tool, or you steal them from some website, or like here's one, workingcenter.org trades, right? I want to target tradespeople. So what I did is I Googled some list of like trades and, you know, pasted them in here. Right, so now I know this is my like trade folder for keywords. Dentist, orthodontist, pharmacy, furniture, you know, random stuff that I've got in here. New master blacklist. This is for any new scrapes that I do. I'll just dump them in here, as opposed to essentially this is my old master blacklist split up into a bunch of different files. New blacklist individual scrapes. I think actually this is probably my new blacklist. Yeah. New tags. I don't even remember what this is. Oh, tags for the form tag module, which I don't even really use anymore. Campaign, raw contacts. So I'm pretty sure this was like, yeah, so this, just more contact pages that I wanted to have deduped. And I sent to somebody to do dupe them for me. Yeah, different campaigns and stuff. Like, okay, so unsuccessful. I personally don't save my unsuccessful contact pages because I just don't care. I'll just like move on to something else. But maybe you want to, so that's up to you if you want to do that. URLs. If I just like scrape any basic URLs. What's up, bro? How are you? If I scrape any basic URLs, I'll just dump them here, and then I can extract data from them afterwards. And then the Yellow Pages, like full reports, if you're using those, I've got a bunch. And then once I extract the contact pages from the Yellow Pages reports, I'll put them here. Although I think what I started doing is just putting them in the general contact pages thing. All right, so basically, long story short, you want to have one folder for each of your campaigns to control the blacklist. You can have one master blacklist when you're just starting out, one form fill setup folder, one email folder if you're collecting those, one geo-targeting folder, tags if you're using those, and some Yellow Pages stuff. Okay? So if you guys have any questions, ask me in the comment section. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I have a course on cold emailing and Paigham Bot, which you can get for free in the comment section. And that's it. Peace. Oh, shit.